Okay, hi, it's Yash. This is a good one. This is about don't pay for dating advice, right? It's useless. You know, there's this business is getting really big now, though. Now you have women teaching guys like how to get a girl. You know, that's pretty clever, because who knows better than a woman, supposedly. And so they're teaching you all the tricks, everything, how to, how to look, how to act, and how to smile, and it's like, how are you going to learn? You can't learn all this stuff. Like, it's not this. The world's got to where everything's merchandise. It's like we're paying to learn. It's like it appears that if we have money, that we can pay to learn anything. This is where the world's morphed into now. You can pay for love, you can pay for sex, you can pay how to look peaceful, you can pay for enlightenment, pay for everything. And the people, it's like we're really against doing inner work. We don't know how, we don't know where to begin, because where are you going to go? Everything's merchandise, right? You can't. It's very few authentic teachers or anything like that nowadays. So wherever you go, it's like, how are you going to learn? What are you going to do? They say 95% of any field is not authentic, or it's fluff, superficial. Only 5% of anybody in any field is actually authentic. I truly believe that. So how do you find those teachers? Something in you, something in your heart is really desiring authenticity and freedom, and then you'll attract those beings who can help you in whatever field. There's no way around it. Law of magnetism. I've said it before. This is the only true reliable thing we can count on to achieve something that we want. But what we want has to be authentic. You see, back to the dating. If we want to learn how to date girls because we think that's going to make us a player, which will then give us confidence, and then we'll be somebody, our self-esteem will go up, and then we can get laid also. You see, these are egoic motives. So who are we going to attract? We're going to attract those teachers who are also superficial, and because the two go together. It's very mathematical and logical. It's not a mystical thing. And so it's like you got these people, they're going to teach you how to be confident. How are you going to teach somebody how to be confident? They say, like, okay, look in their eyes when you talk to them, and really listen, and pump yourself up. Teach you posture. Hold your shoulders back. Put your head somewhere, and try to do something with your eyes a little bit. Do something, flirt, and then if there's some abnormality in your body, which everybody has, then you can go get an operation. You can get a nose job and fix your nose. If you got some lines here, see how I got some wrinkles? I can go somewhere and get everything tightened up, and then I'll attract somebody who will like me, because I forgot why. Because I don't have wrinkles or something, You can take comedy classes, learn how to be funny, because girls like to laugh, so you can say funny things. You can learn like really good pickup lines that sound clever, and take speaking classes. So then when you speak, you speak with authority, and you can learn the gestures and how to emphasize what you're saying, and you can hypnotize the girl. Yeah. So all that stuff, man. And then what are you going to get? You see, if that's the act that you're learning, you're going to get an act back. That means you're going to get a superficial girl. Yeah, okay, maybe these I mean, is that what you want? Superficial girl? You know, one night stand, have sex. And if that's what you want, maybe these dating things will work. Maybe you can pull it off for a night or two. But you can't keep up a practice. You can't keep up an act. This is why relationships don't work after a short time. I think the time's getting shorter. The duration's getting shorter and shorter now. It used to be maybe 6 months or something, but now I think it's even less. Because it's like we're too tired to keep the act up, you know. We want to keep the act up to allure the person, get her, and get him, you know, whatever. And then it's like, okay, I don't want to act anymore, but I want you to still like me. And they're like, well, which one's real? Who are you? Are you the one that, you know, I want the one that was acting. I like that one. Always giving me compliments and, you know, paying for me and doing all that shit. This one's kind of boring. Like, can you give me the other one? And then the guy would get resentful. Well, don't you like me for me? You know? She's like, well, who are you? Like, I don't know. Yeah. So, you can't learn these qualities, or you can't pay and learn these things. This has to happen like organically. These qualities are natural. They're already inherent in everybody. It's just they're covered up with all these bad habits and this conditioning and desires, and it's just people are all confused, you know, in this rat race in their mind. It keeps people stuck in delusion, and so then they lose touch with these natural qualities that should be inherent. We're supposed to have a happy life, so we lose that, and then we got to go find it. Something inside saying like, you're not right, bro. Like you're not balanced. You're not. Something knows like we're not operating on all cylinders. We're not. Our personality traits aren't at their highest, and there's no sense of why. Like people don't know. They don't know anything. Like there's no sense of why we're even here, and so then basically we just start chasing after euphoria. Dopamine hits. And what's one of the best ways to get that? Get a girl, get some female attention, you know, and then get sex and so on. So these qualities, they can't be learned or paid for. And like I said, do you want a real authentic girl? Like what do you want? When you say you want a girl, you want to go date. I've never dated ever. It's just, I'd never dated, I'd never courted. It just always felt so silly, even at a young age. What would happen is I would meet a girl just spontaneously. Maybe I had a friend, and we've been friends like 32 years now. I think that's my longest friend. My second longest friend died last year. That's what happens. You get older and it's like, you start seeing your close people die and you're like, whoa, this is real. I'm going to die too someday. And then you can start to contemplate, meditate on death. This is another video. This is a good one. But this is about dating or not dating. So I would meet a girl, like I'd be hanging out with my friend. He has a sister. We'd go roller skating. This is when I was like 13, 14. And she liked roller skating, and we'd start to, you know, meet and talk, and then we go play volleyball, or, you know, and it happened very organically. So then I'm like, hey, you know, you want to go to the movie? You know, we're already doing these other things together. Let's go. This is a cool movie. I'm not taking her to the movie to get her. You know, we're already connected. I'm taking her to the movie because it looks like it's a good movie, and I like some company, and you know, if she enjoys the movie too, let's enjoy together like that. And then we start talking, you know. I call her on the phone, she calls me, because we enjoy talking like that. Doesn't have to be this big thing like I gotta court the girl and I gotta know what to do to get her and all that. I mean, what kind of girl are you gonna get? Like a girl that's looking for that, to be courted and pursued, and man, that's just, you know, do you know what you're gonna get? Yeah, try it. I knew from the get-go that I don't want that. But ironically, I also have to go through these phases in my own way. I just didn't do it in such a, like the collective do. I was more subtle. But what I did do is I got into bodybuilding when I was in my early 20s. And I wanted to look, I felt I was too skinny. I have a natural, like, kind of small, medium frame. So the collective conditioning, always is like, you need to be bigger, be a man, whatever. So I got really obsessed with working out. And I gained like 20 pounds, which was a lot for me to gain at that time. And as soon as I stopped, I was just eating myself to death. And as soon as I stopped that, I lost all the weight. I mean, my body hated it. But the shit we put ourselves through to, achieve some egoic, idea is just insane. But one day I contemplated. I was pretty big. I was pretty ripped. I got good genetics. I get ripped real easy. And I was like, why am I doing this? Because the attention that I'm getting, the girls that are liking that, I'm not interested in them anyway. I've always liked the innocent kind of, a feminine village girl type quality. That's why when I went to India, it was awesome. Like these girls talk about pure. They don't even know what makeup is. They don't even know how to play games. It's very pure, So I like those girls. So the girls that were looking at me, because of my buffness, my gains, I didn't even want them anyway. I was like, I don't want them looking at me, I mean, for a second, it's like, okay, cool. You're acknowledging that I've, made my goal. But it was just like, I don't want those girls. And so I've discovered there's like two reasons to have this excessive muscles and all that. One's to get girls, and the other's to intimidate guys. It's all ego, and none of it brings any kind of peace. So I learned that, and then I just chilled. I still exercise because it's it's a good thing to do. The body, it needs exercise, and then that way you don't hurt yourself. If you have less chance to sprain your ankle, or if you pick something up, you don't hurt your back because your muscles are being worked. That's cool. But I do body weight exercises, and I don't overdo it. I work out twice a week, and man, that's enough. And I'm strong. I'm good. So anyway, that's a normal thing. So the whole point of that is you got to look at what am I doing? What am I doing? Like I'm trying to. I want to date girls. I want to get girls. I want to learn these behaviors to get girls. What kind of girl am I getting? You got to contemplate that, and then that might help pull you out of this whole nonsense if you're in it. If you're alone, if you're single, man, just enjoy that. I would spend that time just working on yourself. Now I understand you may not be able to help it. Can't help it sometimes, like with the obsession, and to have this experience with the whole, girl thing, it can be really strong. So okay, so be it. But if you're somehow intuitively, it gives you the confirmation and the strength to say, look, I'm just gonna, I believe what I've heard from some people that seem to know what they're talking about, and I want to learn this inner balance and be healthy, before I get in a relationship, because we're going to attract where we're at. That's just what it is. Now, part of the deal is we have to be in a few relationships to learn that. We got to be in some relationships that aren't matching or suited for us and fail, so that then we understand the contrast. Then we know when something does match. Some people have really good karma, and they meet their match from the beginning, and should I say live happily ever after? But but some of us, we gotta play out in the field a little bit and learn, get hurt and all that stuff. But the best thing, man, the whole, in summary, is you just work on yourself, get healthy, get balanced, get a good routine, You know all the principles I share. Preserve your semen. This is a big deal. Try to overcome this lust and this obsessive need for female attention and all that. And then you'll be grounded. You'll be centered. And then you'll find the girl. The girl, you guys will just run into each other like that. Like the universe will set up the situation to where you can't miss. You can't avoid each other. This girl will be more true for you. Don't you want a girl that you match with where are you looking at, that's what I'm saying. What are you looking at? Long term, or are you just a one night thing? A one night thing, yeah, whatever. Whatever. The dating coaches can probably help with that, But if you want a real relationship with some real intimacy and some real growth and, laugh together, cry together, share these wonderful moments and meet somebody who you got, mental parity and psychological affinity, and the chemistry is really good, and you just love hanging out, you got to let the universe give you that. And I can tell you that's a lot higher level and more satisfying than anything you're going to get from a dating website or from somebody that is teaching you how to put on an act to get a girl. Because if you put on an act, you're going to get an act back, and then you just be two actors with each other. But again, I'm not bashing anything. We got to taste all this stuff and learn for ourselves. But maybe some beings who are ready, this knowledge I'm sharing with you, you already know it, and you just need to hear it from somebody. And if that's the case, then you can get some kind of darshan just from this, and then you don't have to go experience that. So hopefully that helps you. Yeah, I think we're good with that. Let me know any questions you have, anything. You can check my playlists out, and everything's organized there. See which videos appeal to you the most. And yeah, have a good day, man. I'll talk to you soon.